Tuesday, a very beautiful Tuesday morning today. Okay, so today I just want to talk to you about the reasons for the resilience in the Singapore market. Okay, a lot of people are asking, okay, why should they buy a property in Singapore? Okay, so I have a few facts and data to show you guys, which could be quite interesting for you. Okay, so currently, the rate of ownership in Singapore is at 87.9%. Means Singaporeans are buying houses, uh, even with the high price of Singapore houses. Apparently, some might say it's very high, but actually, okay, that the amount of people buying, okay, is a lot. It's 87.9. Okay, which is okay. Why is it important to have Singaporean to buy these houses, able to afford houses in Singapore? Okay, this shows that there will be always a strong demand of locals to buy a property. Okay, and also it shows that there is buyers. If let's say somebody tends to sell a property, okay, the local in that country is able to buy. Okay, if you can imagine a place, okay, where they are dependent of foreigners to buy the property, so it's very hard to sell property. Okay, means you have to get someone from outside, from the other country, to come to that country to buy the property in that said country. Okay, so Singapore itself, most of us, okay, most Singaporeans are able to buy a property, and bulk of the buyers in Singapore are Singaporeans. So that is a good news. Okay, so you own a property, you just need to hold, and in future, okay, if let's say everything goes well, the economy goes well, as per se, okay, that we do not have another crisis like the COVID-19 crisis. But however, the COVID-19 crisis also have shown us that actually the property market is very resilient. The price keep going up. It did for a while, okay, but however, after as Singaporean, we become very accustomed to the new way of how things are. Then the property market started to go up, and it far it it actually it actually went beyond anyone expectation. Okay, and also second thing is because of our loan to income ratio. Okay, currently at most, okay, you can take a TDSR, the loan to debt ratio is about 60% for private property, and for HDB is 30%. Okay, so means if let's say you make your household income is about $10,000, okay, you can actually borrow up to $6,000, okay, to pay for your monthly mortgage. Okay, but that is also is inclusive of your car loan, your credit card loan. So that one is also into the factor of that housing. So apparently, of course, I do not advocate people to take 60% just to pay for your just to service for your mortgage. Okay, that is a very high risk. Okay, usually we will try to say, okay, why not you do 40 or 45%. Okay, it depends on the profile of the client itself, how big a risk taker they are, how's their lifestyle like. Okay, then we can advise accordingly. Okay, so that's why, okay, Singapore itself, our one thing is our buyers. Most of the buyers generally are Singaporean, and secondly is because of this loan to income ratio that we have in place. Okay, most of the buyers in Singapore usually buy it for homestay, or they are not speculators. Okay, but however, okay, if you know, okay, in 2021 there was actually a cooling measures, okay, to increase in the ABSD, okay, for foreigners, and also PR, and also second time buyers or third time buyers, okay, are more than one Singaporean who own more than one property. Okay, if you see the stats itself, since 2012 we have maintained about 90.5, 90.3, 90.8. Okay, this is the stats of the number of Singaporeans owning the house. Okay, but however, there was a dip in 2020 where 87.9 of them own the house. Okay, so I believe that is why I believe that is why okay, I believe that is why the government started to put in place some restriction for the foreigners, and thus okay, we do not want to have too many foreigners buying our property like in a sense. Okay, we have actually the cheap good class bungalow. Okay, the one foreigners cannot buy. Okay, we have landed property that is freehold. Foreigners cannot buy. Okay, foreigners can only buy those leasehold property or strata landed property. HDB definitely they cannot buy. Okay, there's actually a lot of restrictions. So for foreigners itself, they are quite familiar okay of buying something a property without even looking at it. Okay, especially foreign investor, they just buy, then they park their money in there, and then they hire somebody. Okay, hire somebody to take care of the property itself. Okay, so this is the reason why Singapore itself is very very safe okay, to buy a property in Singapore. There are a lot of political ideas on why uh, why the government itself is advocating to buy a property in Singapore for Singaporean. Okay, one of the reason being because they see that Singapore itself we do not have a deep root of culture, the Singaporean culture. Okay, so by owning a house, okay, meaning that if let's say anything were to happen, if let's say in times of war, okay, in hopes people will step forward, okay, to protect their families or protect their homes. Okay, instead if let's say they are renting houses, okay, then if let's say the soldiers were to step forward, okay, means they are just protecting the wealthy people. Okay, so that's one of the idea that I've read recently. Okay, that why they want to have people to buy property. But however, as a Singaporean itself, okay, there are a lot of grants, okay, for us to go and buy a property, and we should take this opportunity or this grant, okay, to have ourselves a property instead of renting a property. Okay, renting a property is short term only lah. Don't no matter what lah, no matter what. Okay, if let's say you are Singaporean, you should own a property in if let's say you own a property already, you should continue to sell and buy, or at least own the property throughout until whenever lah. Okay, because I believe property itself is the one of the biggest asset, and it also one of the biggest asset okay for your retirement. Okay, not only your CPF as your retirement, you need to have two pillars. One is your CPF and one is your home to help you with your retirement. Then you can have a stable retirement. Okay, without one and another, okay, the your retirement might not be very very stable. Okay, so uh, let me check. Okay, so I think that's all I have for you today. If any one of you got any question at all, okay, just drop me a question. Just drop me a question in the comment section below, so I can help answer some of your questions. Okay, thank you very much.